Hello everyone, this is Zakiziel here, and tonight I'll be reacting to 5-ish Minute Lore Episode 3, Ciaphas Cain by Old Man Reacts. And as you can see, I'm trying a little something new here, in that you can see a bit more of me than usual. If you guys prefer that to the usual close-up, please let me know in the comments below. And also, I highly recommend checking out Old Man React's channel, and as always, links to the original video and to his channel will be in the description box below. Without further ado, let us begin.
The views expressed in 5-ish Minute Lore, the lore delivered in rants, are sanctioned by their scholar Progenium as excess rageous. Prolonged exposure can result in loss of IQ, high blood pressure, random outbursts, and blunt force trauma to the skull, resulting in unconsciousness. Please consult your local physician for more information.
Commissar Ciaphas Cain, the luckiest and unluckiest son of a bitch in the entire Imperium, who somehow managed to get an Inquisitor into bed. Whether that's a blessing or a curse is up for debate.
You want to know who Ciaphas Cain is? That guy. You know the guy that shows up to a D&D game and rolls 8 natural 20s in a row? Yep, that guy.
By the way, in this image, he looks very smug. Like the kind of smug where it's like, this man, his smug aura is mocking me, I can feel it.
Ciaphas Cain is the guy that shows up to a bar and takes your girl home. But then he somehow convinces you that you should pay child support, marry her, and let him come over every second Tuesday so he can take her to Pound Town while you stand by and clap softly, but not too fast because it throws off his rhythm. In a universe where several entities excel at specific tasks, Commissar Ciaphas Cain is the undisputed god of the bullshit artist. Ciaphas Cain lays it on so thick that not even a Nova shell could crack the shield of lies he has layered upon himself. But not only that, he has luck that is so insanely ridiculous it beggars belief. In fact, I'm fully convinced that Tzeentch ripped all the luck away from the Lamenters chapter and used it to create Ciaphas Cain for the lulz.
I do feel sorry for the Lamenters since it's like everything goes wrong with them.
But old man, I hear you say, he can't be that ridiculous. Oh, come on. Let me read you a laundry list of pure insanity, the likes of which Sly Marbo would be green to be compared to. And be aware he wanted to be a part of none of the following. In fact, if he had known he was going to be a part of it, he would have pissed himself in fear. He destroyed a Slaaneshi cult after getting invited to take their leader to Pound Town. He killed an orc war boss in single combat after surviving a crash landing, forming an army, and taking that army directly and accidentally into the command and control center of the entire war band. He got himself and his regiment away from an orc invasion on an awakening Necron tomb world. He prevented
So he peaced out there just in time for the Necrons to take care of the orcs then.
the war with the Tau by uncovering a Gene Stealer plot, eventually being involved in killing a Gene Stealer Primarch. He crossed swords with not one, but 2 berserkers of Khorne, calling one of them a pansy to his face. He prevented the world of Abramunda from becoming a demon world and stopped the summoning of a demon prince by killing a greater demon of Slaanesh. He prevented a rogue Inquisitor from using a dangerous artifact, then killed a Chaos Warband leader who was trying to seal it while he was being boxcast live to the entire planet.
Also, by the way, about Inquisitors and dangerous artifacts, given that some of those Inquisitors subscribe to the belief that you can use Chaos to fight Chaos, and, you know, their usage of things like Demon Hosts and Chaos Artifacts to fight, you know, against Chaos, I find it funny. It says as an Inquisitor with a dangerous artifact, and in that it's not named because it's not a one-off case. It happens multiple times, from what I know.
That's just the major stuff, not including the absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, when I say it happens multiple times, I mean just the general thing of Inquisitors using dangerous relics.
Amount of times he came on top in equally ridiculous circumstance which anybody else in their right mind would have been killed. But who is Commissar Ciaphas Cain?
Tedious
Cain is from
Ciaphas
a
Cain.
hive world. Which one? Don't know. Who knows? No one. His parents were killed while in the Astra Militarum. Who are they? Don't know. Who knows? No one. The closest person to him is a...
You know, this makes it seem even more likely that he's just the physical manifestation of all the luck that got stolen from the Lamenters. It's just like, no one knows where he came from, or who his parents were.
psychic blank named Jurgen that he found at complete random on his first command posting to the 12th Valhallan Artillery Regiment. He fully intended to sit in the back lines, drink Tanner tea, and not get shot at or do anything as exciting as far away from the shooting as possible, and he was doing just that when suddenly Tyranids. After that, his entire life.
And then suddenly Tyranids. I expect that was probably Raveners bursting out of the ground, or maybe some Gene Stealers in the vents. Or, Gene Stealer cult, and maybe some Hormagons and Termagants in the vents, but yeah.
Life plays out like a pure comedy mixed with sheer disbelief. At every turn, he makes choice after choice that is intended to keep him as far back as possible from combat, only to find himself dragged right into the most insane situation imaginable. And due to his talent with a chainsword, good or lucky shooting, and a survival instinct that would put Peter Parker's spidey senses to shame, he comes out not only on top, but heroically on top. Then again, some of this he just brings on himself. It's a long-held truth among men, whatever you do, you don't stick your dick in crazy. Ciaphas Cain stuck his dick in Inquisitor. That's right, Ciaphas Cain actually had a sexual relationship with an Inquisitor of all creatures in the Imperium. I would expect a relationship with a Felonid before I expected a relationship with an Inquisitor, but hey, there you go. What's even more insane is how he...
Well, yeah, the creepy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like Dio Brando cat experiment Felonid.
actually is both embarrassed by and protective of the reputation of a hero of the Imperium that he has gained. He will be standing there trying not to cry his eyes out while accepting suicidal assignments that he knows should get him killed because not to do it would tarnish his reputation. And by the Emperor, what a reputation this master of the bullshito has garnered for himself. He is celebrated and recognized instantly almost everywhere he goes. Legions of nobles and their women line up to see him. He can show up to 2 hours late to a command staff meeting and the general is so chill with him his pot of tea...
That is the exact feeling I mentioned earlier. I don't like this painting, Charlie. Smug aura mocks me.
It will still be hot when he gets there, and only then will they breathe everyone else. There is actually a full-blown cult on the planet of Tolerant that believes that Cain is an avatar of the Emperor himself. All this leaves him with imposter syndrome, the likes of which could spawn its own independent chaos god. What's utterly impressive is the amount of times he was declared killed in action. Ciaphas Cain has been declared killed in action so many times that the Munitorum eventually just said fuck it and has him listed permanently on active duty to save time on paperwork from him coming back from the dead. Even though the last time he died was of natural causes and he was buried in a casket with full military honors. But the biggest lie Ciaphas Cain ever told anyone was the lie he told.
I imagine every time he comes back, he just says, "Tales of my death were greatly exaggerated."
To himself and believed to his dying day, and that lie was that Ciaphas was a coward. Oh, who are we kidding? When the Emperor rises off the Golden Throne because the Chaos Gods have somehow disappeared and died, I fully expect Cain will be there. A cup of Tanner tea in one hand, all the while modestly excusing the 4 dead Chaos Gods as him just doing his duty.
A little song from Titus is Ciaphas Cain, hero of the Imperium. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed it watching that with me. And if you enjoy what I do, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate the engagement. And until next time,